Good afternoon. It is Sunday and I've just arrived at my hotel in Archway, the Premier Inn, with a Premier Inn Room Plus. So I'm on the 7th floor, which is quite nice because I've actually got a not too bad a view, which I'll show you in a sec. So I'm just going to show you around the hotel because this is a very reasonably priced chain. We stayed with Premier Inn a couple of weeks ago for my birthday, but that was in Holborn, so it was more expensive because it was in the centre of London. This is in North London, but honestly, it's about 20 minutes to get to Oxford Street from here on the tube, and you're just round the corner from the tube. So very, very handy, and very handy for me because I'm going into work tomorrow for my last day in the office, which is not far from here. And I'm also having dinner with my friend who lives in Highgate, but we're actually going to a restaurant in Highbury in Islington, which again isn't far. I can just hop on the bus, so it's really well located. But let me show you around the room. So you come in the door and on your left you've got a little sort of makeup station, I suppose you could call it, with some plugs. You've got a hairdryer, what beauty station. You've got a mirror, hello. And then here you've got a wardrobe. Actually, you've got some more towels there. You've got an iron and an ironing board, which is very good. I think that's extra pillows up there. So very similar to the room we had in Holborn. There's the ironing board. I think there's a little shelf unit under there. Then you've got a desk over here with a chair, which is quite smart. Nice sort of faux leather chair, angle poise lamp, more plugs. Here you've got an espresso, which is fantastic, and you've got a kettle. You've got some little pods, and down here you have got a little fridge, some water in it. So I'm going to get some milk so I can have coffee first thing. You've also got a couple of chockies, very nice. And then this is the window to the outside. So let me just move this across. I mean, it's not the most beautiful view, but it's not terrible, is it? You've got a lot of greenery there, which is very nice. Probably not over here. There's a lot of work being done on the exterior to the hotel. Let's just see what happens behind. Oh, I see, this is just a wall. Okay, nothing there, so no window there, but that's okay. And then if I turn round, here you can see the bed, which has got bedside tables, bedside lights. And then we are back at the front door. Oh yeah, and we've got some hooks here for your coats and jackets and what have you. And then we've got the bathroom, and here we've got a proper bath, and we've got some nice body wash and shampoo, and an attractive sink, loo. I mean, it could do with a bit of a lick of paint, this one, but I think that's what's happening at the moment because they are in the process of renovating, and they did say that in the blurb when I booked this hotel. But honestly, I think it's really fine for £100. It's really not bad at all. And being so close to town, I may even pop into town later. I don't know. I haven't decided. After my eyebrows and eyelashes, I'll see. So there you have it. That is the Premier Inn Plus room at the Archway Premier Plus. So now I've got a bit of time. What time is it? Oh yeah, it's 10 to 2. So I've got about 40 minutes. So I'm just going to take my boots off, have a bit of a loll, and then I shall make my way to Crouch End, where I'm going to get my brows and eyelashes done. See you later. Just a very quick glance at what I'm wearing to go for dinner to meet my friend. I've got the Ruti jeans, I've got the mango boots, I've got the Uniqlo white t-shirt because it's absolutely boiling. It was boiling on the tube. My hair's a bit of a mess, but it's because I washed it yesterday and it's not really holding a curl. And then I'm going to take my black big Uniqlo bags. I've got the book of, not Persuasion, the Robert Harris book that I'm going to pass on to my friend, and my my Whistles quilted jacket, and I'm ready to go. And I will see you in the morning because I'll probably be too tired to talk to you tonight, but you never know. See you later. Actually, hair not too bad, is it? We can live with it. Good morning. I am just about to set off for my last day in the office, and I thought I'd just share what I'm wearing because I'm quite liking this outfit. I was a bit unsure about how it was going to look, but I think it works because it's going to be quite warm today. Apparently it's going to be up to 20 degrees, about 72 or something. So I've got the white t-shirt on that I had on last night, the mango cashmere jumper over the top, and I quite like this white peeking out here. I think that looks quite nice. Then I've got the Ruti trousers and the very divisive boots, which, by the way, when I was in Selfridges yesterday, a couple of young Spanish girls came up to me and asked me where I got them and said they were very cool. So yes, and then I'm wearing Victoria Beckham makeup, so I've got the foundation on, I've got the blusher on, the rest of it is a bit of a mixture of other stuff. My eyelashes, by the way, let me just show you. So I've got mascara on, but I had my eyelashes lifted yesterday and my eyebrows laminated. And I'm really pleased with the result. I'll try and show you tomorrow what the lashes look like without mascara on, but I've got to crack on because I'm running a tad late. But I can get a bus directly to the office, so that's good. So hopefully there'll be one coming up soon. So I'm going to love you and leave you. And I'll probably see you tomorrow. I probably won't speak to you again until tomorrow morning, which is Tuesday. So lots of love and see you then. Good morning. It is Tuesday and I am still, I think, officially working today, but there isn't going to be a lot going on because I'm still in London. As you can see, I'm still in the hotel and I'm going to be catching the train at 12, but it's very early. It's about 20 to 8 at the moment. And so I thought what I might do is, because I've got a few bits and bobs, I've got some lovely presents, I've got some beautiful flowers and all sorts of lovely stuff in a bag, which is relatively heavy, and I've already got my little Nomad Lane bag and my handbag. So I thought I might go down to the station early to Liverpool Street and see if I can leave my luggage there and then maybe go off and have breakfast somewhere and wander around the city because my train's not till 12. So I'm going to do that. So that's why I'm all dressed and ready to go. So I'm hoping to take you with me on my little wander wherever I go. I could walk into town, or I could go to Oxford Street. I haven't quite decided yet, but that is the plan. And just to let you know, I'm wearing the VB foundation. I'm very excited because in my locker that of course I handed back yesterday at work, I had Velvet Beauty by Lisa Eldridge. I think I had 2 Velvet Beauties, and so I put one in my locker, which of course I haven't touched for yonks, and so I'm wearing it today and I really like it. I'd forgotten how lovely it is. And I also found, although I've dumped that because I think it's really old, Liquid Catsuit. Do you remember that was the what do you call it, that was the, oh my gosh, the lipstick that was the liquid lipstick by Wet n Wild. It was kind of called Liquid Catsuit and I had it in something like Dusty Rose. Of course I would have. That's my sort of go-to shade. And that was in there as well. I think, again, I'd bought 2. And that was the one that was in my locker. Anyway, that's all cleared out now. And I'm really pleased that I found the Lisa Eldridge because I think it's a beautiful shade. What do you think? So off I go. So I'm going to finish getting dressed, go down to Archway Tube, hop on the tube down to Liverpool Street and see if I can dump my bags and then go off for a wander. So I'll see you a bit later. So here I am, my first full day of freedom. I still can't quite believe it, and I'm slightly discombobulated because I'm so used to being tethered to the desk here all day long that suddenly I've got this freedom and I'm not quite sure what to do with it. I mean, I've got loads to do, but I can do them all in my own time, which is just, well, it's just amazing, really. Now, I'm coming to you with not a bare face, but I haven't got any eye makeup on. I decided not to put any on today, but I have got lots of other makeup on. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what my plans are. So, like I say, today's Wednesday. I'm going to be uploading this video later, so I better get my skates on. But before I do that, let me tell you what I've got planned. So I'm at home today and tomorrow. And then on Friday, I'm going to Cheltenham. And it's for a literary festival that is organised by the Times. Sorry, let me just have a sip of coffee. Now, I did mention this briefly in a vlog a few weeks ago because I managed to get tickets. And because I'm a free woman now, I can go where I want, when I want. So I'm going on my own and I'm driving from Aldborough to Cheltenham, which is about 200 and something miles. And it's cross country. And I think the route says, or the suggested route is A14, A46, I think. So you kind of have to go up to go down. But you are going cross country, so I think I have to go almost as far as, well, not Birmingham, but sort of Rugby, the West Midlands anyway, and then come down towards Cheltenham in Gloucestershire. So I've signed up for a few talks because the idea of the festival is it puts on talks by authors who have books coming out. So one of them is by Indian Night, or at least it's Indian Night talking to someone else. I think maybe they've both got books out. I can't remember exactly, but I have actually ordered Indian Night's book from the local bookshop because she's local to here. She lives in Norfolk, or on the borders of Norfolk and Suffolk. So looking forward to seeing her. One of the things I'm really excited about is on Friday night, Mark Commode, who's a wonderful film critic and journalist, he is hosting an event which is about film music. Now, I know I'm going to cry. I'm definitely going to have to take some hankies. I don't, of course, know what music they're going to play, but honestly, I only have to hear a few strains of either West Side Story or E.T. and I am toast. So I'm looking forward to that, and that's Friday night, I think. And then Saturday, I've got quite a busy day. Oh yes, Tim Spector I'm seeing, because he's got a book out called, not Feast, Yeast. No, it's not called Yeast. It's about, Ferment, that's what it's called. It's called Ferment. So I'm seeing his talk, I think it's Saturday morning. And then, what's the other one? Oh yes, so Danny the Fink, as he's known, he's actually a journalist called Daniel Finkelstein, who writes for The Times. That's a sort of political one. He's interviewing Lord Sumption, who used to be the Lord Chief Justice. So really looking forward to that, because I like to have a bit of politics, particularly at the moment as there's so much going on. And if anybody can unpick it for me and put it back together, that would be helpful. So looking forward to that. And there are one or two other things, but I can't remember what they are now. I'm staying in an Airbnb on my own. It's got a little kitchenette, so it should be ideal. But now let me tell you a little bit about what's been going on for my retirement. So first of all, my colleagues were so fantastic. I got the most wonderful presents. I got a voucher from Mango. I've got a voucher from Sephora. What more could a girl ask for? A beautiful bouquet of flowers. I had two send-offs really, because I had a lunch with my team. So that was my manager and my team. And then I had my leaving do, which was across the road from the office. But I didn't get pie-eyed. I was really careful. I think I had 2.5 martinis and a few sips of red. And I was fine, even though I hadn't eaten anything. I got back to the hotel. And luckily, there was a little chocolate bar, so I had that. But I didn't actually eat anything. But it was so lovely. They were all so nice and so warm and friendly. And we shared a lot of funny stories and memories of me working for the coroner's service. So now I can say it as I've left. My first 2 years, I worked for the coroner's service. I don't think I have mentioned this on my channel before. And that was a very difficult experience, because suffice to say that some of the people at the place where I worked were not the easiest to get on with, let's put it that way. A couple of them, in fact, and one of them in particular made my life very difficult, but I toughed it out. I toughed it out for 2 years and then eventually moved to head office and got out of the Vesper's nest. So the last 6 years have been a lot more pleasant. And in fact, they've been very, very pleasant, because all my work colleagues at head office were so delightful. They were so friendly, so helpful, a delight to be around. So I felt very blessed, very loved, and it was a really lovely evening. So now I am back here, and like I said, on Friday I'm off to Cheltenham. Tomorrow I'm going to record a video which will go out on Sunday. I think what I'm going to do, given the interesting comments I've had on the Victoria Beckham Foundation, and I know it's a ridiculous price, there's no two ways about it, it's a bonkers price, but I do enjoy it and I'm glad I've given it a go. I'm actually wearing it today. But what I'm going to do tomorrow for Sunday is I'm going to do an affordable makeup video. I'm not exactly sure of the format yet, but one of the things I'm very excited about is my daughter moved jobs and she now works for Kiko, the Italian cosmetics brand. Now, I'd already bought loads of Kiko stuff. I bought it back in January, I think it was, when I was in Montpellier in France. So she's now given me a few more bits and bobs, which she asked me what I'd like to choose, because unfortunately some of them are fragrance. So I've chosen some eyeshadows and things like that. So we might talk a bit about those. I might demo some of those as well. I've also got a foundation. It's a cushion foundation, which one of my lovely subscribers suggested I try. So we'll have a fiddle around with some new makeup. I think that's what we'll do on Sunday. We'll just keep it quite low key and affordable. So I think we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for all your lovely comments. Honestly, I cannot thank you enough for welcoming me to retirement for those of you who have retired, and encouraging me to enjoy it for those of you who haven't yet. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so, and subscribing to my newsletter if you'd like to hear more from me, which I'm going to be bringing out more frequently than I have been of late, I promise. And thanks again so much for watching. I hope you're all doing really well, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday for an affordable makeup video. Bye.